in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
To the 34. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Cousins. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
Second and 11.
Here's Cousins. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Ballage is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
trying to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Cousins now on second down. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Looking deep for Jennings. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Winston. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Ballage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Now Ballage. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matt Breida taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I would...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Prater's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Bell so light on his feet and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun. Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Airing one out for Crowder. Touchdown, Packers. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Cousins. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. To throw is Cousins.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a give to Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Cousins to the right side and complete to Hurst. Touchdown, Detroit. Hayden Hurst, 33 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Deshaun Hand breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Winston going deep for Diggs. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They run it with Ballage. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Play action now. Cousins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by George Odom. On play action, Winston. And this is caught, Jennings. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Winston now from the 50. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Winston.
He'll check it down to Bell.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Looking deep for Jennings. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Foster, 37 yards.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point good by Prater. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On the ground, it's Akers.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
We got 4. We got 4.
Off the play fake, Winston. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On the give, this is Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluokun. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Winston. Here's a diving catch right side. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Winston to throw for. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good football.